There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
He's left-handed, object!
What?
He is left-handed.
Order, order. So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body.
Ching!
Detective? Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from his pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
The spiral or something?
So I know ballistic from watching Deadliest Warrior, because I used to watch Deadliest Warrior with my brother all the time. And then eventually he hit my sister with a stick, and he wasn't allowed to watch it anymore.
Oh, how the media corrupts our youth.
But yeah, they would like compare like ancient warriors, so they would have like ninja versus like, you know, like I can't think of anyone
Centaur.
else. No.
No, it'd
Like
be like a Viking and a Spartan
Viking
and a
or
ninja.
Yeah, exactly. They
An
had like
Ubuntu warrior.
they had a lot of Native Americans, and they had like a lot of like, indigenous. yeah, they had pirates versus ninjas.
Yeah, there was a video game based on it too.
But it was really fun.
Just a fighting game with all the same characters.
But I always remember ballistic because they used the ballistic gel to test out the guns. So ballistic markings are the markings that I think the gun leaves on the bullet when it's been shot. They use it in evidence for court cases all the time.
I think there's supposed to be like a spiral pattern inside of the barrel that helps spin the bullet so that it goes straight, and that can leave some kind of marking on the bullet too or something. I don't know. I've heard versions of this a lot. I used to watch a lot of procedurals until I like saw Beyond the Pale, and it's like I can't like sit through that script anymore. I think even House was too similar, where it's just the medical version of CSI. I can't do this again.
There's only so many plot points you can make. Like so many
every
twists.
episode structured the same way, and there's literally thousands of them across all these different shows. Cold Case, CSI, House,
I used to watch Cold Case too.
Yeah. Bones. I saw an episode of Bones because Andrew was watching it, where they the world's largest chocolate bar. And they broke it open, and like a corpse spilled out. All of it, like it had been sitting inside of the chocolate bar long enough that it was just a soup. So it just like spilled out like it was the filling of the chocolate bar.
That sounds awful.
And that's why
interesting.
Because that's why the show's called Bones, is because it's like Cold Case style thing where all that's left is bones because it's been too long or something, or all the evidence they have is bones usually. I guess that's the gimmick that time.
In CSI, I learned what a furry was from CSI. Because they had one...
That's surprising.
They had one episode where there was a furry dead on the side of the road, and they went to a furry convention to they went back. So apparently this furry had been to a furry convention in that night. And so they had to retrace his steps. They had to learn what a furry convention was. So they had to go interview a bunch of furries.
When of course that's the entire reason the episode exists, is because they just wanted to have an episode about furries.
It was before it was it was before most people knew what that was.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting to me as a child.
There was I was
a little kid. I was like, what?
Like one of the procedurals had an episode that was about Gamergate, and there was like evil gamers hunting a woman and stuff like that. And I think it had like Jake Paul in it or something. It's like, what is happening? Why is this happening?
Oh gosh.
And it's always the worst. Like there's one where they hack an Xbox by beating Prince of Persia, and then it prints out all of his secret documents out of the Xbox. Gosh. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Are you kidding?
And like they needed the coolest, most gamery person that worked in the office to beat Prince of Persia, and like they kept having these really garish like level 10 like things showing up on the screen that wouldn't be in a game like Prince of Persia, and it was like the most like headache inducing like presentation.
I love when they hold controllers that like aren't at all the console they're playing. That's
and they just kind of mash buttons in a way that like no one would ever play a video game. Like there's clearly like, it's like the equivalent of like when you're like, I'm driving, and you do it by putting both your hands and then going boop, 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 back and forth
both
rapidly,
doing
like
it,
how people
guys.
totally drive. Yeah, we just go. You just like wave the whole wheel back and forth because you go. The only way to mime doing the thing is just interacting with it as rapidly as possible. But that's not what it ever looks like.
So I drive.
Oh, well, shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Dude, don't fucking... Okay.
She's not a lawyer or a suspect or a judge.
Get on Maya's case, buddy.
Yeah. She will summon her sister to deck you.
Maya's a pure heart. Nick, he's glaring at me.
That's just how what he looks like. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Oh.
He's not gonna know.
Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinct markings on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol.
Ching!
This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. He's huge. Order. Order. This is bad. Yeah. He has motive. There's witnesses placing it with the crime. His fingerprints are on the murder weapon, which matches the victim's wound.
And you, as his defendant, didn't talk to him at all about why this might be the case.
And you didn't even give us the slightest piece of evidence to indicate in any way that you didn't murder him.
Yeah, you didn't talk to us at all.
Yeah.
You gave us nothing.
We're hilariously unprepared, like always.
That's how we do this.
Yeah, we just fucking go in blind. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
That's the point.
Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... I don't like how they keep doing a little... They keep making O mouths. Like, he does it, and Maya does it. But in both cases, the inside of the O mouth is pure white.
Yeah, that part's kind of uncanny.
I'm like, ugh. Like, nobody makes an O-shaped thing, even the one that he was doing with their teeth closed. It's like painful. And obviously when Maya does it, her mouth's like wide open because she's agape.
Yeah.
But for some reason they draw it as a white mouth. And I'm like, why though? Why is the inside of her mouth all white?
Just color it in and it'd be fine.
Yeah, just make it black. Even if it's just a gaping abyss, it makes more sense than a weird white circle.
Yeah, it does.
That doesn't represent anything. You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, He's snapping.
Oh my gosh.
Snapping at people like they're dogs. Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man.
Jeez Louise.
Ahem. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway?
You know who's running it.
Yeah. The Dom.
Yeah.
Dom Dracula.
Better like it.
It's already been an hour? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon.
You should know this already. Phoenix Wright, you're his lawyer. This is bad lawyering.
Yeah, no, he's terrible. But Edgeworth was scared of earthquakes, so he left for the rest of the day and didn't try again.
You know, call him on the phone.
Yeah. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot the man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you on the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then, the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that?
Edgeworth, were you high? What is, how, I don't know.
Wait, is the idea that he shot himself, that Edgeworth, like an idiot, picked up the gun?
Maybe?
Like, did he, was like, like he got shot himself with a gun, dropped the gun, and then Edgeworth, being a fool, picks it up?
I don't think so.
Why are they out in the middle of a boat?
Oh my gosh. Is this gonna be like, there's a movie kind of like this, but is it gonna be like that guy shot himself, but was a martyr for the sake of framing Edgeworth? Where he like got other people to basically catch him in the act so that way he can die knowing that Edgeworth went to jail.
Why would he want to do that?
There's a movie like that, kind of like that. I don't want to say which one it is because that basically ruins the ending.
Yeah, I think I have some idea. But it's just like, what would his motive be? Because like, he's just the prosecutor.
Maybe he was like he's like, I'm gonna die anyway, and I hate Edgeworth so much, I'm gonna shoot myself.
I hate the son of that one guy I convicted once.
I'm gonna have someone else capture it on film on purpose, and then I can die knowing that he's gonna be in jail forever. Maybe. I'm gonna say that's my vote right now.
Confusing.
That's my vote only because I have no other ideas yet.
Huh.
I have the right to change it later.
How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya?
Huh? What?
Any progress with Mia?
Oh. Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick?
Oh, I mean, you're just 100% not a lawyer.
I'm not good for anything, am I, Keith? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not even be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. Oh, no.
No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right?
It's not the right thing to say, but okay. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
Which is weird because I've been living in a lawyer's office for like 3 months now. You'd think I'd know a couple things. Nah, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when your luck is gonna run out.
Really?
Whoa. Right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Whoops.
I think sometimes just having like a character for, like Maya's obviously here for,
to talk to someone.
I was gonna say not like emotional appeal, but just for like.
She's Watson. It's just someone for the protagonist that solves the riddles to talk to.
Yeah, but someone like lighthearted who's like there to keep everyone happy. Like it's a nice like change of pace. So I think Phoenix, you only have one friend, and it's Harry Butts. Edgeworth
is the worst.
Edgeworth was your friend, but now he hates you apparently.
Yeah.
And so
he was our friend when he was 9.
You're a lonely loser. Maya's like your only actual friend. So I think that's her real purpose. Just saying, keep you sane.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at university.
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Oh, that's not gonna work out. Understand.
She uses a lot of expressions.
Yep. There's gonna be 3 animals that get choked.
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yes, Daddy. Yeah, I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
It was Christmas Eve. Just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. Then I looked out the window. I saw 2 gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There was a nary thing on the lake but that boat.
There was 2 bangs.
Yeah.
So he got shot twice?
Well, that's the thing. So
Or there was another bang that made her look to then see the bang that was the shot?
that's the part we gotta think about, because
Yeah.
her camera should have more than one set of footage on it, because there were 2 bangs. There were 2 bangs.
That too, yeah.
One of them's gonna be a popper, or both are gonna be. I'd call it poppers. It's about poppers, but maybe, perhaps, I don't know. But she's hiding evidence because she should have 2 rolls of film. Because there's 2 gunshots.
Yeah.
She's only saying she heard 1. She's lying.
Yeah, she should probably have another photo. Unless it was Gordy. Gordy was the bang.
Gordy was the bang. Oh yeah, I wonder if Gordy's gonna come up at all.
Maybe. I mean, they keep setting it up. And unlike 999, this game usually pays off ideas it establishes. But it reminds me of the whole paradox we had with the sound coming out of the window at the attorney's office, where she said she was saying she looked because of a sound, but the only sound that is actually in her testimony is the one that happened when she's already looking.
Yeah.
So it's weird to have like a mysterious 2 bangs. That was the whole thing. All right.
All right.
Enough.
Well, he did say to keep it, you know. Huh?
Yeah. Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. Another photo? This looks like the very moment of the murder.
Oh, she's like, she's standing like a
Power
dominant,
stance.
power stance.
Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
I'd like to see you try.
Just throw the gavel at him. it comes back like a boomerang. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boat in the lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order. I will have order. He doesn't really follow through with his threats.
No, he's not very intimidating at all. This guy's way more intimidating than the judge is. Yeah, look at that face.
Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case.
You're not supposed to say that, Judge. You're causing, you're swaying the jury by saying
There is no jury.
no.
Yeah.
Why are people even watching this then?
Well, that's it's the court. It's the idea that trials are supposed to be public, because they're part of the public record and all that. So you're supposed to be allowed to watch them.
Well, I know you're supposed to be allowed to watch them, but
proceedings, I guess, to see if nothing like completely absurd happens.
do people do this for fun?
People just go in to watch trials.
I want to do that one
Just
day.
because. But yeah, in this universe, the judge just says guilty or innocent. Or guilty or not guilty.
Yeah,
I mean.
that's true. That's true. I forgot about that.
Whoa!
Whoa! I want to go see
Just
a court
going
case,
for
though.
it. It's very boring.
Huh?
It's very boring.
Oh, have you done that before?
Well, everyone's terrified of being stuck with it because it's such a long, drawn
jury duty?
process.
Yeah. I have dodged it every time for specific reasons, but I've always gotten out of it.
I've moved enough times that they keep having outdated information, and the one time I did get called in all the way to the jury, I have had like 3 times where I was in the roll, and then I just didn't have to go in that day, and just like, never mind, go away. Then there was one time I got called in, and I had to just sit there all fucking day while they interrogated various people about whether they're gonna be on the jury. And it was long enough that we had a lunch recess, and we had to come back and file in again. And I was sitting next to my history teacher, which I also didn't like.
That is odd.
My history teacher was next to me in the jury.
Just by coincidence?
Everyone just waiting in line to be interviewed. And then they never got to me anyway. They were eventually like, all right, we're done. Everyone go home. And they never needed me. They never talked to me, but I was in like the roster of people they were checking. But that never got to me at that point. So it was just like, ugh. there goes that day.
Keith was just way too sexist and bigoted to be on the jury.
That's Andrew's strategy. Andrew's been called before, and he just straight up just says the most horrible things on purpose so that he gets dismissed. He's just like, fuck it.
I've heard that technically works.
Yeah.
But
very well, this court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo's worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. Zawa zawa.
Zawa zawa.
You lose. Or do you claim you have found a contradiction in her testimony?
Oh, he's
what do you think my job is?
He's testing you, though.
Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness.
You know what you have to cross-examine, right?
You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything.
It's the 2-bullet thing.
Yeah, the weird shots. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. What?
Nick, contempt?
That's not how this works at all. Contempt of court, you know.
I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do?
Wow, Nick goes to the fucking school of dictionary definitions that just fucking recursively say the word again, you know.
Also, yeah, you know, that's not at all how you're supposed to define a word.
What's a gourd? You know, like a gourd.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Wow, yeah. You just like shame people into pretending they understand you.
Nick, you didn't have a court case for like months. Why didn't you train Maya on like the basic definitions of all this?
Yeah, what have you been doing? Just fucking
sitting around watching Pink Princess?
He's just been laying on his couch in quarantine for the last 2 months watching Tiger King.
Wow, that sounds
Not
familiar.
Doing anything else?
I haven't been doing shit. You really think that there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony?
I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, did you do the wrong thing?
I don't know. They repeatedly tell us we're doing the wrong thing just to drum up drama, too. So it's hard to say.
But if you don't do anything, it seems like the end. Like a dead end, so.
I understand. Well, yeah, we're fucked because otherwise he was about to declare Edgeworth guilty, which definitely
we
isn't
can't
the right
allow
answer.
to happen.
Yeah.
So.
I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
I pray for your soul.
What the fuck, Judge? This is my job. My job is to cross-examine the testimony. We've done it every time. Why are we suddenly pretending it has consequences?
Because that guy's scaring him. The guy's acting like his boss.
Somebody's gonna go get shot on a boat.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon.
Just after midnight, you say?
Well, that part's right. It was like 12:02.
In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't mean the crime never took place on Christmas Eve. That whole part was always not true.
Well, I get my days mixed up.
She's spending Christmas doing this. We don't celebrate Christmas in the Heartland.
I ain't got no family.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really. I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial.
They gonna penalize you?
You shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
He doesn't get to just shame me for doing my job.
You're the dumbest person here, Judge.
Yeah, no, he's infuriating,
are.
and he's gonna always be infuriating for like 5 games or however many there are.
I'm sure.
Witness, continue your testimony.
I was in my car.
Why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious. Always press further, every time.
Always. Secret of the game.
Could you be more specific about your research?
Objection. It is so scary.
What does the witness's motive in camping at the lake have to do with this case? Well,
There is a lot of reasons.
Yeah, last time we had a case where somebody was weirdly monitoring the victim up to the murder. They were the murderer.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal. The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
When you're the...
You don't get to do that! Wait now, I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained.
Damn you.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor.
Judge, you're a bitch.
I want to just...
I heard this bang come up from the lake.
So you weren't looking at the lake at the time?
Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I ask you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Fool.
Irk.
When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat.
Could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
No.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, press further. Say no.
Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men.
Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quickly. He's hiding something.
Then there was another bang.
Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
That's non-committal.
That's not, yeah, no, it's very non-committal.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. On karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Why can't I object to his objections to the goddamn judge and be like, yo, he's clearly interfering.
Objections.
Hold him in contempt of court.
Objection squared.
I need to bulk up.
Yeah.
Wear more ruffles.
Yes.
Get my own chain whip.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
There wasn't nary a thing on that lake but that boat.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure.
Get him, Bullseye.
How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Objection. It's so spooky.
Because she was looking for Gordy.
She's looking for Gordy.
That's why the camera's pointed at the lake.
She's lying about her...
Fucking ambiguous.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
She just doesn't want to admit that she's like trying to find the Loch Ness Monster.
Keith. So you know in the article it said there was a bang when Gordy showed up. That's why she has her camera set to finding bangs.
Yeah.
Because she read the article before.
The entire premise of watching stars made no sense, especially with the camera pointing at the lake.
But yeah, so that means she read that article and that's why she's doing that.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to admit that she's an idiot.
But I don't believe in ghosts. I'm just like,
I'm looking at meteors.
There's just I just have questions. That's what they always say. Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great.
Judge, letting him bully you.
Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? What the fuck? Uh-huh. This is not how anything works.
That's not fair at all.
You can't have any more outbursts. The lawyer.
You should be able to poke and prod as much as you want. It's your job.
Yeah.
Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
No.
Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hold it.
Is Miles objecting?
Is it Mia?
Is it Mia? Who was that?
It was me.
Maya.
Oh, Maya's gonna do it herself.
She's gonna object because she's not the one that the restriction was put on. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
Oh, you.
Is it a woman problem?
Is it that time of the month? You bastard. No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta. Oh, that was a goofy face.
Like head lolling back, open mouth.
Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal? I saw him. I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom.
Oh, no.
I'm not even the person.
Yes.
What? He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. What?
Wait.
Is it?
Who is it?
It could be. I'm guessing Mia or Edgeworth.
It was the first witness.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Or nah, probably not that.
Oh, it's you.
Oh. Me. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong, right.
Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order, 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 order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
Well,
What?
Good job, Judge.
Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Arrest me, Daddy.
That's why she's outbursting. She's like, oh no.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
You're like a walking one-up.
Yeah.
And there goes the only character you... Oh, wait, no, you're voicing the witness.
Yeah.
Maya. The one-up. Scott earned the spirit of self-respect. I care not for this melodrama. You look like you love melodrama.
Yeah,
you look like you
that
live
is
in
an
it.
outfit
You
of
want
someone who likes melodrama.
Straight in your veins. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
He's grabbing his like sleeve because he's like itching for some more melodrama. He's like he needs a fix.
He's jonesing.
He's jonesing.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction here or else. As opposed to all the other cases where it didn't matter. Like they're doing drama, but it's the same. But mechanically, the game has not changed at all.
No,
the stakes are not different.
The stakes are always at a consistent high.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, what about the other man?
Oh, that's so spooky. I can't get over it.
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can.
Is there only allowed to be one? Oh, yeah, you can...
Whoa! This is a new fucking rule.
Well, yeah, you're...
That's not how this works.
Yeah, this guy's put you on hard mode.
We were told that we could always do that for free.
Not anymore.
Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty because I'm cucked. Damn. That's it?
You're gonna get fucked and I'm gonna watch.
I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either.
Wait, and you also can't let Edgeworth put to death.
So he saw that it was Mr. Edgeworth.
Saw it as clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
That's it?
Okay, so move next statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
That's the only statement. We have to present something.
Oh, fuck.
Apparently pressing was a penalty. What the fuck?
So what about the...
Why?
Okay, I'm assuming that photo because it's blurry as fuck.
Yeah. Do you think it's that straightforward? None of these are counter evidence.
Well, the picture...
And this being included is weird.
Yeah, the picture of the map of the lake implies she should be able to see everything, right? Or they won't even show you like where the murder happened.
But in the animation they showed the boat was like right by her.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, however you animate a photo in real life. Maybe it was a PowerPoint presentation.
You just show that photo of Maya's mom.
It's gotta be this. I don't know what else it would be.
Well, the camera doesn't say anything about it like having low res.
Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
Finally.
Weird bragging. I think that does count as badgering.
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph.
The photo I took?
Look at this photograph.
Graph.
Look at this graph. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible.
Which is nothing.
The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What?
Mr. Wright has a point. Then that's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. What?
Ooh.
Alright.
Like you told her to lie then?
Yeah, that's not how this works. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart?
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.